Hello YouTube, Mars back again, and today I'm going to be doing a video about Hwoarang's move list. I'm going to show you every single move. Hopefully I've got time for that. But yeah, I'm just going to do all the moves and let you know kind of how I'd use the moves, where I'd use them, things like that. I'm sure there are other people out there who'd be able to do a better job than me and would be able to do better things in various scenarios, and if so, fair play, keep doing it. But you know, I'm by no means a pro, but I think I am at a level where I'm able to show some less experienced players, you know, give them a few tips, get them on their way basically, like call it a stepping stone if you will. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Let's get the move list up. To do the move list. Right, I won't bother with the rage arts and rage drives just yet. We'll do, oops, right, start with this one, home surgery. We got 1133. Which, yeah, I mean, it's your 10 frame jabs. You can use the 1-1 as a punish. Sometimes you can use the whole thing. Like, I do get away with this quite a lot, but it's at your own risk. You know, you can try it and see if they take the hit, but if not, just the 1-1 jab is a 10 frame punish. That's all I can say about that, really. Okay, this one. Oh, was it? Oh yeah, 1-2 into Flamingo, sorry, right, that's also your 10 frame punish straight into pressure, right? So that's how I'd use that. If there's a move that's punishable by 10 frames or even more, you know, sometimes I use this just as a standard punish. You can just do your 1-2 straight into pressure. So yeah, that's basically your punish pressure. You're punishing with pressure with that move. And the same with the next one, you know, if you want to go into the left Flamingo, you can do that too. So yeah, that's essentially what I use the 1-2 Flamingo for, as a punish straight into pressure. This move, that's a good move to throw out. It's perfectly safe on block, so even if they guard, again, it's your 10 frame punish, which you can throw the kick on the end if you feel like it. If you feel they're going to duck, then by all means go for it, you know, because even if they don't duck, it's safe on block. This one also very safe on block, but duckable. Again, 10 frame punish. But I'll show you what I do with this one. Actually, what I would do with this move is, if the opponent isn't ducking, let's set to the wall. Okay, right. What I do here, oh, one sec, switch positions off. Right. What I do here is, you notice how it presses their guard there. If they're not ducking, I do another one. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Basically, if opponent stands and then first one standing guard, second hit stand. Right, something like that. See, the first one it'll press their guard, and if you go immediately for a second one, you can go for a wall splat. So yeah, that's how I use that as pressure. If they're not ducking, one straight into another one. I'll just do a simple wall splat just to show you. Oops. So yeah, you can, if they block, sometimes you'll be able to hit a second one straight away as a counter hit. That's usually how I use that move. Okay, now restart position, default. Right, next move. Switch positions again. Okay, right jab to left Flamingo. Again, I believe that's also 10 frames. Works essentially the same as that one, but you're just doing the one jab. That's all I can say about that really. You can do that from it, again, safe on block. But yeah, I'll just use that as a small punish into Flamingo pressure. The same with that one. Yep, we've just done that one, safe on block. Decent move really. It's not high damage, but it's fine. You know, it's fine. Action settings, stand. Oh. Action 2, guard, standing guard, right. So right jab, spinning back kick. Oh yeah, I've just shown you that one. Yeah, I've just shown you that one. Right. Okay, 3-3 forward. That's, I'm not sure, I think it's like 13 or 14 frame punish, maybe even 12. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you can use that one kick's the only one that'll hit as a punish. But again, you can go into Flamingo, and yeah, that's what I'd use that for. Just a quick punish into Flamingo pressure. That one's good if your opponent ducks a lot. If you're doing this one into Flamingo pressure, and they duck and say they're trying to just interrupt with that, like the low jab, which Hwoarang players know it can be a pain in the ass. You can just do all 3 kicks, and if it knocks them down, you get that for free. So yeah, if they're not ducking, then pressure. If they are ducking, into the 3 mids, and then you get the free hit. Is what I use for that one. Okay. Again, this is more, I won't just throw this one out from a neutral position, because people kind of see it coming. So what I do is a bit of pressure first, right? So, like that. Yeah, and then that pushes you into Flamingo for more pressure. So yeah, that's how I'd use that one. Again, this one's the same as that one, except we're doing 2 jabs. I don't use it as much. Generally, I'll just do the one with a 1 jab. But the same principle as the other one I told you. You know, if they're blocking, use it as do 2 in a row. If they don't duck, you might get a wall splat. But yeah, after you've hit this one, the next one you want to do, you just want to do 1 punch. Otherwise, it won't wall splat because they'll block. That's all I can say about that one, really. Oh yeah, also it's a high, so beware of people that duck because you're going to get punished. They've got a lot of time to punish that if they duck, so careful with that. Flying Eagle, good move. I always forget about this move. Safe on block. It's good to sidestep and then do it. Really good for sidestepping as a whiff punish. Safe on block, decent damage, like 32 damage. That's really good. Like you can use that as a juggle if you really want to. I mean, there's other options, but yeah, you can. It's there if you need it. Okay, 11 frame punish. I think it's 11 frames. I'm not great with frame data, but I think this is 11 frame punish. You can also cancel it. You know, you can use it as a punish just as 26 damage, or a 1-hit punish into Flamingo pressure. I use it for both, really. If they're really good and I think they're just going to interrupt everything, I'll just use it as a standard punish. 26 damage is pretty decent. But if you can tell they're feeling the pressure and they're not sure of themselves, cancel into Flamingo. You cancel with 4. So you do the 4-3, but before he hits the 3, you hold forward. So you are putting the input, but you're cancelling it with forward. I'm sure most of you know that anyway. Okay, right kicks to Flamingo. Oh yeah, this is new to Hwoarang, by the way. This move here, 4-4. It never used to push in Flamingo, at least I don't think it did. It used to be you had to do three hits for it, like that. But now, you can use it. I do use it sometimes as, the 2 hits are confirmed, so you can use it as a punish. It's another about 11 hit punish. 11 frame punish, sorry. And if you actually hit the punish, the 2 moves are guaranteed, so you can then go straight into Flamingo pressure, which is how I use that one. Okay, this is also a good move. Again, 2 hits are guaranteed if you hit the first, which pushes you. You can start pressure, but without Flamingo, without starting in Flamingo. I generally use this as sometimes for a wall splat. Like you can do that, then 2 of them, and then that. You can get 6 hits with that, but you can get more powerful stuff. So yeah, this is basically for ground fighting. I wouldn't really use this in aerial combos or wall splats. I would just use this for, you know, pressure. So yeah, that's basically what I'd use that for. This move, it's I use this as a floor break sometimes. In Tekken Tag 2, obviously it was a bound, but it's not as useful now. You can still use it if you know, if you're behind them, maybe something like this. Because some people, myself included, will try this from behind. Just the 4 hits, just spam 4, because you can get good damage from that. But if they can duck, the 3 hits are confirmed, but the 4th hit, it can be ducked. As you can see, it doesn't confirm the combo. So you can do 3 or 4 hits with this. You can go 4-4-3 or 4-4-4-3. But I think it might actually be escapable. I'm not sure. But yeah, basically, I only use that from behind really. But there's better stuff you can do from behind. Like you can do stuff like this. So yeah, you know, there's more options. Might even be able to get a Hunting Hawk after that. I'm not sure. Oh, you can. There you go. 76 damage. Right. Okay. Again, this one's in Flamingo. If they're not ducking, use this to apply Flamingo pressure. But if they are ducking, then I'll do something like that instead. Or that. Whatever. But yeah, again, it's just a good one to start you off in Flamingo, but it's 3 highs, so it's risky. Oh yeah, this is a 3-hitter. Essentially the same thing, but you can apply pressure without starting in Flamingo. So you could do something like this. But it has pushback. So yeah, just mess about with that, do whatever. But yes, another Flamingo, another one you can start with if you don't want to go into Flamingo straight after. I'll be honest, I don't use it that much. I do occasionally, but it's just not something I use very often. This one, I just shown you this one. That's a good one from behind. This one, it's good for a wall break. If you've got a breakable wall when you hit like a launch, you can hit all 4 hits and that will break the wall. And then you can follow up with something like that, you know, into your Hunting Hawk. Rage Drive if you've got it, you know. But yeah, that's all I can say about that one. I only really use that as a wall break. I suppose you could, if they're not ducking, you could apply pressure because you get a bit of a frame advantage on the 4th hit. But that's 4 highs, you know, that is very, very risky. So at your own risk. Alright, disrespect. We'll get to that in a minute actually, disrespect. There's a few ways of getting into that. So yeah, you can get a launch from there as well. Motion switch. Generally this is something I do in Flamingo, like something like that, you know. Yeah, that's 3+4. That's generally, sometimes I will switch out of Flamingo, but not very often. I prefer to just, yeah, flow better with it when you're in Flamingo. Yeah, so that's what I use the motion switch for. Rusty knife, good move. If you hit, you can start with pressure. If not, just block because it's safe on block. If they block, you can just start guarding and they won't be able to punish you. At least I think it's safe on block. I'm pretty sure it's safe on block. If I'm wrong, I apologise, but I think it's safe on block. So yeah, that is if you hit the move, start pressure. If not, block is how I use that one. If you hit the move afterwards, that's pretty good because obviously they'll guard after a hit, and that presses guard straight into pressure. So yeah, left Flamingo Fame, that's good for a sidestep. If they're on the attack, you can sometimes get away with a Rage Drive with this. Sorry, not a Rage Drive, a Rage Art. You can go straight into that, into the Rage Art. Oh, I haven't got Rage, but yeah, yeah, because it evades, so if they're doing like a straight punch or kick, it will crouch and sidestep, and you can whiff punish essentially using that. I mean, you don't have to use a Rage Drive, but generally I'll give it a go when I feel like using Rage Drive, which to be honest isn't very often. Rage Art, sorry, not Drive, the Art. Yeah, I think with Hwoarang, if you get a wall carry, you can get far more damage from from his combos than the actual rage art. So I only use it on like an open stage or if there's no walls around as a combo ender. But yeah, the Flamingo feints are useful. They take practice to know when and where to use them. But yeah, just give it a go every now and then, throw it out and see what the results are. You can use it straight into pressure as well. You can use it as a whiff punish into pressure. So something like that. So yeah, that's what I use that for. Which one's this? Oh yeah, this one. Again, that's a high crush. It's a really good whiff punish if they're doing highs, it crushes. Also, as I've said before, after this, you get that for free. But it has to be a counter. But yeah, that's essentially the only place I really use this one is after this. But you can use it as an opener. As soon as the round starts, you can go straight in with one of them if you think they're going to go high. But be careful of players like Lars can crush that with like up forward 3 and stuff like that. So yeah, throw it out there every now and then. You might get lucky. I don't know if it's safe on block, unfortunately. I don't know what the frame data on that one is. But I don't think I get punished with it that often. Or even at all, to be honest. But I can't remember. But yeah, if you get punished with it, just make note of what they punish with. And decide for yourself how dangerous it is, you know. Okay, right Flamingo feint, exactly the same as the left obviously, but you're starting with a different moveset because you're in left Flamingo. So yeah, whiff punish. I think this one does have some high crush properties, but it just doesn't feel like it's as good as this one. You know, the forward 3 seems a bit better than the forward neutral 4. But that's my opinion, right? Sometimes you can whiff punish into this. Oh, can you actually hit that from there? I'm not sure. Can you? No, you can't. Okay, so I guess something like... Oh. Just something basic. You can do something with that. I don't use this launch as much as I used to. It's just not safe. It's good if you're against an opponent that likes lots of crouching. And if you do things like this, you know, low, high, high, or, you know, stuff like that, high, low, high, or lots of high, low mix-ups and people duck, then by all means, throw in one of them, right? Because, yeah, they might duck into it, but it's a very unsafe move. It's launch punishable. So, yeah, at your own risk. This, again, good pressure starter. If you on hit, you get a big frame advantage, so you can go straight into pressure. I think on block as well, you can, if they don't duck, you can hit that jab fairly safely. But yeah, I don't use this as a starter that much, but sometimes I do. If you know, it's a very slow move, so there's a good chance you're going to get interrupted or ducked or whatever. You know, but it's good for starting mix-ups, especially on hit. You know, if you can actually get the hit, then use it. Okay, push hands. This, good move. It's safe on block, I think. Is it safe on block? Let me just check. What move was it? Number 34, right. Component action 1. Repeat action. Oh, move list. Was it 34, wasn't it? Okay, so right, is it punishable? No, that's not a punish. Oh. No, it's not punishable, it's safe on block. Okay, okay, so yeah, good move, 17 damage, so a nice little chunk of damage for a one hitter, it's not bad. But as a counter, it's something special because you get your full combo from it. But yeah, you can get a full combo from that. Third time lucky. Oh, fourth time lucky. There you go. and get a nice combo from that one. Yeah, so it's safe on block, so throw it out there. It's a good move. I don't use it as much as I should, but it is good. What's this one? This move here, if you hit the first hit, the second is guaranteed. So yeah, it's natural combo. But also on counter hit, same as the last one, exactly the same animation. You get your full combo. So yeah, I sometimes like to set people up with that by doing this if I'm at a distance. Then try and go for the counter. Bait them in a bit, make them want to press buttons. And then try and get a counter hit, or even just both kicks if you want, you know, it doesn't matter. But yeah, good move. It is punishable though. The first one I think is safe on block. I'm not sure. But if you go for both, you can get a big punish from that. I'm not sure what the frame data is, but it's very, very punishable. Okay, middle claymore. Oh yeah, that's his screw attack. I'd use this from maybe something like this. Oops. Yeah, I don't really use the middle claymore that much. Oh, what did I counter there? But you know, there's stuff you can do from it. But yeah, it's a decent 20 hit damage. I think it's safe on block as well. Pretty sure it's safe on block. If you ever see me do that, there's a good chance it's actually a failed Skyrocket attempt. That was there. And again. But yeah, sometimes I will throw that out anyway. Occasionally, not very often, but I'll occasionally throw it out. But generally, if you see me do that, it was me going for a Skyrocket and I failed. But yeah. That's all I can say about that one, really. What's this one? Oh yeah, good pressure starter, this one. It's got knockback now, so it's not as good as it was on previous games, but that's not too bad, because if you actually hit the low, the middle's the high's guaranteed, and it will force your opponent to start blocking, so you will have time to switch. Not always, I will point that out, but generally you'll have time to switch and then just carry on. But you'll notice you can't spam this anymore like you could on Tekken, the last Tekken game. The punch just won't connect unless they're by a wall. If they're by a wall, then and they're not ducking, let's get into the wall. You can just do this. What was I doing? Oh yeah, you can just do this all day if they're not ducking, and it will always connect. But yeah, if you're not by a wall, it won't connect. It just won't. And even if they're just slowly backing away like that, they can get away from you. So yeah, if you don't get the hit, do the jab quickly and back away, because you might get whiff punished. But if you do get the hit, then you can switch into Flamingo again, into left Flamingo, and continue with your pressure. So yeah, that's all I can say about that one. This move only got on a counter, really. I mean, if they don't duck, it's very safe on block because it pushes them miles away. That's impossible to punish, I think. But yeah, on counter hit, you guaranteed the launch. Oh, you guaranteed the launch and full combo. So yeah, but obviously it's low high, so it's avoidable by crouching. So at your own risk again. One thing I would like to do with this, against good players, to use this move. If you do this, even if you hit all four moves there, it leaves you at a frame disadvantage. So if you try to jab again, your opponent can interrupt with a jab. They'll win. You know, even though you've got the hit, they will beat you to the jab. So what I sometimes do here is that, and then straight into one of them for a counter hit if I think they're going to try and jab me. But again, risky, because they might not, and they might punish you for it by ducking. So at your own risk. Okay, this move, not a great move, to be honest. Again, even on hit, you can be interrupted. Even if you try immediate follow up with like a 4-4, your opponent can jab interrupt that even on hit. So if you hit that, you still want to defend. They can't punish you for it unless they block, but you can't you can't follow up if they try to jab or anything like that. So yeah, that's all I can say about that one. This, good pressure starter again. If you hit the low, it's going to cause them to either duck or block. So your choice is really, you can go mid. Oh, that was high. You can go mid, or that mid, or that mid, or you can go high into, you know, your flamingo pressure. So yeah, good to push into flamingo. It's a good pressure starter sometimes. It can be a bit of a double-edged sword. Okay, next move. Ankle biter to crescent kick. And oh yeah, again, it's low-high, so avoidable by crouching. But if you get a counter hit, it's fine. Can you follow it up? I'm not sure. No, you can get one hit. Can you get 4-4-3? I'm not sure, but yeah, basically you get a guaranteed knockdown on counter hit. You can follow it up with just a down back 4, I guess. I'm not really sure. I don't use that move that often. It's a bit too dangerous. You know, it's easily punished if they block. But if they do block, I'm not sure if it's safe. Let's just find out. Repeat action. Record. Let's just record this quickly. Okay, so. Oops. No, it's safe on block. Okay, so that move is safe. So if they're not ducking, I guess you can throw it out there. You're not going to get punished. But yeah, it's not a great move, to be honest. Dynamite heel, not really worth doing at all, to be honest. If you want to do an unblockable, this one would be better. Like if you want to catch them off guard and you're doing lots of pressure, you know, sometimes that'll work, but they've got time to interrupt. So a good player, it's just unblockables, not great. Have their uses, but generally not great. Stealth needle. This is Bake's old move from the last game. Good panic move. Don't go relying on it though, because it's not safe on block and the range isn't great. The range is okay, I guess, but if someone's just backing away like that, even slowly backing away, there's a good chance you're going to miss and they can just hit you with like a generic launch. So yeah, if you're under the pressure, by all means throw it out there, but yeah, it's punishable and it's not always going to work. It's new to Hwoarang, so it works at the moment, but give it a few months and the people that rely on that, it's just they're going to suffer for it basically. But having said that, it is a good panic move. It is good to throw out there if you really need it. I use it a lot, way more than I should, to be honest. But yeah, that's all I can say about that. This is actually a really good move. It's got sidestep properties. Doesn't stun on counter like it used to, unfortunately. But you do get the spin around for a frame advantage. So yeah, you can, if you hit that straight into the pressure. So yeah, that's all I can say about that one. Left plasma blade. This is ideally a punish launch. For example, if Hwoarang throws one of these out and you block, you can punish with the same move, like with that. It hits on the floor as well, like if they're laying on the floor. Oh yeah, I've got them to roll, so I can't right now. But yeah, if they just lay on the floor when you've knocked them over, that hits every time. No matter what angle you're at, that's a guaranteed hit. So yeah, basically you want to use this as a slow punisher, like Paul's Death Fist. His big fist can be punished with this, with back 3. Ling Xiaoyu, the launch she does when her back's turned and she lifts her leg right up. I'm sorry, I don't know what it's called, but that's punishable by that. I think Law's Power Crush kick, you know, the one where he jumps back and then forward. Is it a Power Crush? I'm not sure, but basically Law's got a kick where it's got evasive properties, like he jumps right back and then forward into a mid kick. This punishes that. But yeah, that's essentially what you want to use this for. Learn what punishes it for, because if you just throw it out, it is a launch punishable move, so you're going to suffer for it. Nosebleeder, safe on block and a counter hit. I always forget what to do after this. I never really... I guess that's something. I'll figure something out. But yeah, I did do that in a counter hits video where I figured out a good combo for it. So check out my counter hits video as well if you want to, for tips on you know, what moves are good for counters. But yeah, it's safe on block, and you can get a full juggle on counter. There you go, something like that. But yeah, so all I can say about that one really. Good move. I just don't use it as much as I should. This, his new one, Flamingo Shuffle, you can get full combo from it. I'll be honest, I don't know what the frame data is, so I'm pretty sure you can use it as a punish, but I'm not sure what the frame data is. But yeah, you can use it for pressure as well, because on block it lands you at neutral when you're in Flamingo, so you could try to just do a jab. If your opponent jabs, you'll just exchange hits for, you know, you'll both receive like 7 damage or 8 damage or whatever. But yeah, if they block, you can go straight into the jab, into more pressure, because remember, this jab out of Flamingo, this jab here, you get a good frame advantage if you do it out of Flamingo. While standing, not so much. You still get a bit of a frame advantage, but out of Flamingo, I think it's like +4 or something like that. So yeah, from there, if they block, straight into the jab, and then Flamingo pressure. Okay, so all I can say about that one. Same with this one. I think it's all hit confirmed, or not hit confirmed, what's the word? Natural combo. Same as this one. This is natural, and this one is also natural. If you hit the first, they can't block the second, which is good because you can go straight into Flamingo again. Generally, I'll try another mid after that. It's mid, and then maybe something like that, or that maybe, or yeah, something like that. I'll come straight out of Flamingo when I use that one. I don't know why. It just has a bit of pushback, I think. Oh no, you can hit the jab if they don't fall back. But yeah, generally, if I do this one, I tend to cut my Flamingo short. But yeah, whatever you like really, do what you like out of it. I just use it as a pressure starter, same as this one. You know, if they don't block, great, you've got your full combo. But if they do, you can still try your Flamingo, your pressure jabs. Because all they can interrupt that with is a jab or a high crush. So yeah, just have a little play about, see what you come up with. Okay, fadeaway kick. Yeah, very good evasive move. Sometimes I like to start around with this move, just up, back, 4. Good move. Safe on block, obviously. Decent damage, 18, so a nice little chunk of damage there. So what can I say about that? Well, I don't think it has any counter hit properties, does it? Nope. Yeah, it's just a good little evasive. Oh, it's a low crush, by the way. If your opponent goes for a low, this will crush it and get in some nice distance. That's basically what this move is. It's a distance maker. If you're under pressure, you can throw that in. Look, if you're up close, you get nice little distance away. So yeah, that's what I use that for. It's a little safe move just to create a bit of space. This move, I don't use it that often because it can be kind of high crushed, or you know, it's you can get a full combo from it, as you can see. But yeah, generally I don't use it that often, but it is good. You know, you can do a lot from it. As you can see, it does have its uses, but yeah, I just don't use it a lot. Maybe I should. Maybe you know something about it that I don't. But it is good. If you want to throw it out there, by all means go for it. If they guard, straight into the jab, like that, or even a mid. What would be a good mid from there? Just that, I guess. But yeah, generally I don't use it that often, but it is a good move. Feel free to give it a go and see what you can come up with. This is one I use because it's a mid, and it's a really good move for pushing into Flamingo. Probably one of Hwoarang's best moves, to be honest. If they guard, Again, I think it lands you at neutral, so you can jab 10 frames, and all they can do again is either jab for a hit exchange or high crush. So yeah, a good move, very good move. I use this quite a lot. It always pushes you into left flamingo, even if you're in a different stance, right? Even if you're in that stance, pushes you into that flamingo. You know, as long as both feet are on the ground and he's facing the opponent, you'll be able to hit that from any stance. Even something like this, just up forward 4 and then 2 and then repeat. Good little bit of pressure. They don't rely on it obviously because they're going to duck the high eventually and punish you. But yeah, lots of things you can do from it. Bloody Guillotine, which one's this? Oh yeah, my favourite launch with Hwoarang. Well, I say launch, combo starter. It's perfectly safe on block, it's a low crush, and you get a full combo. What more can I say? Amazing move. Very, very good move. Oh, that's, you don't really want to do that, something like this. Yeah, arguably Hwoarang's best launch. It used to be the Skyrocket that was his best, but it's now no longer safe on block. It can be punished with some characters can punish it with a 10 frame jab. Not everyone, it's still relatively safe. You're not going to get big damage from it, unless you've got maybe like a Mishima 1-1-2 wall splat or something like that. But generally, it's fairly safe. But yeah, the Bloody Guillotine, amazing move, up 4-3-4. Yeah, like I say, safe on block, full combo, and low crush. Just really good move. You can throw that out a lot. It can be sidestepped, I believe. I don't know if it's to the left or the right, but I think you can sidestep it. But if your opponent's not good with the sidestep, so they're not doing it very often, you can throw that out all day. They're not going to hurt you for it. Not unless you, obviously you can't, if they block, you can't you can't really follow up anything if they try anything, because it doesn't give you any sort of frame advantage. But it doesn't matter, it's safe. You know what I mean? It's safe. You're not going to get punished. Amazing move, one of my favourite moves. Which one's this? Oh yeah. With this one, if you get like, say a long distance whiff punish, go for all 3 moves. Up forward 3+4, 4. But generally, I'll just do the 2 hits. I'm not sure if it's safe on block. I think it may be 10 frame punishable. I'm not sure. Let's have a little look. Record. Yeah, so start recording. Okay, right, let's play that. No, it's not punishable, right? That's not a punish. Okay, so it is safe on block. My mistake. I'm going to use that a lot more then. Right. What's that? And right, yeah. So okay, this move here, perfectly safe to just throw it out. As long as you only do the first 2 kicks, don't press the 4 again, because if they block, then it is punishable. Very punishable. Maybe even launch punishable. But actually, let's find out. Let's find out. Let's find out. Repeat action. Action 1. Record. Right. Okay. So. Oh, did I not record? Damn. Let's try that again. Record. Okay. Start recording. That and finish. Okay. Play. Oh, did I not do the full moves? Ah, right, okay. Let's try that again. Start recording. Right, now finish. Okay. Oh, play. Oh no, it's not actually a punish. You can't launch punish. I don't think. No, it's not launch punishable, but it is still punishable, you know. So be careful with that. I think Kazuya can launch punish it, I think, with the perfect God Fist. And has Brian still got that 13 frame launch? I'm not sure. Yeah, realistically speaking, you're not going to get launch punish, but it is possible, I think, with certain characters. Yeah, that's all I can say about that one. Bone Stinger. This good pressure move. Even on block, it presses guard, so you can go straight in with more pressure. Yeah, that's all I can say about that really. That's just good for pressing guard. If you want to start laying the pressure on, use this. Or this. But yeah, even on block, into a 1-2 if they don't duck, will serve you just fine. And on a counter hit as well, you get a knockdown for a free, I can't remember what you can get. I think you can get something better than what I just did, maybe even a forward 3. Yeah, it looks like you can get that. Yeah, that's all I can say about that one really. Good for starting pressure. Like I say, knockdown on counter hit and frame advantage on block. Very good move. Very good move. Hunting Hawk. A combo ender or a combo starter. You can obviously just do something basic. Oh. I've never used this as a finisher, so bear with me. Or is it one you do from the side? I don't know, but if I use a Hunting Hawk, generally it's either you rage drive with it, obviously, or first 2 hits, and then something like that. So yeah, I generally use that as a combo starter, as a low crush. If a player's doing that a lot, you can do the Hunting Hawk, or that, you know. Or even a delayed hop kick. Which is a good launch, good low crush move. It can punish things up the snake edge and lures snake edge, what's it called, the dragon tail or whatever. But yeah, good combo starter, I guess. And the first hit as well presses guard, so they can't punish you for it. But I think they can punish you for doing 2 if they block. I think, but I'm not sure. Air raid. The good thing about this move, I don't use it that often. Sometimes I'll just do the first 2 hits and then into pressure. But yeah, if the first 2 moves hit, even on block, even if they guard the first 2 moves, they can't actually low parry the last low. The only way you can low parry it is like this. If the first 2 miss, and then the low just clips like that. They can low parry that, but like here, like from this, it is impossible to low parry that last kick. Or at least it was on the last game. I think it still is now, I'm not sure. But if I'm wrong on this game, I'm sorry, but yeah, I think even if they block, they have to guard that last one. They can't low parry. So yeah, that's all I can say about that one really. 4-4-3, good move, safe on block. Frame advantage on hit. Yeah, that's all I can say about that really. Good move. And it's a floor break as well. You get a floor break. Peacekeeper, really good move, safe on block, pushes you into the next stance. You can follow up immediately with a backlash if they block. Not guaranteed obviously, but worth a try. Yeah, like I said, safe on block, so you can hit that all day. If they're not sidestepping, it is sidesteppable, but it's got some tracking qualities. It's not a tracking move, but it does track a bit because of the forward, right? The forward is what tracks. So if they don't time it perfectly, even if they try and sidestep, you're gonna generally you're gonna hit that. So most players will just try to block it or even parry. Like Jin, for example, Jin can get some mad damage if he parries that. Right, so all I can say about that really. Very good move. Very, very good move. I'm glad they gave it to Hwoarang, because all he had before was this. And it's, well, frankly, horrible. This move here, wave dash or forward, neutral down, forward 3. I generally use that to lure them in. If I'm at a distance, I'll do that, as I'm sure some people that watch my videos have seen me do. So we're this far apart, I'll do one of them and then straight into a power crush. Not guaranteed, obviously. You know, they're not guaranteed to try to attack you, but a lot of the less experienced players, and particularly the lower ranks, they will, as soon as they see that and that you've missed, they'll go straight in for an attack, and then you can just power straight through it with one of these. The same with this move as well. If they block that, straight into a power crush. It you know, won't always work. People can read it. And if you play the same person over and over again, they're going to learn that and punish you for it. But yeah, it's good. Stuff like that. It looks like a big move, like a big miss. The opponent thinks he's got an opportunity to punish, right? So yeah, they'll just try to attack. Right, oh god, it's taking a bit longer than I thought. I'm going to speed up a bit. So yeah, that's a good law move anyway, and a good wall splat. Skyrocket. Obviously, normal Skyrocket and just frame. I'd recommend learning the just frame because it's less dangerous. You know, it's not 100% safe on block, but most characters can't punish it because it has a bit of pushback. But yeah, it can be 10 frame punish with certain characters, so be careful of that. This move here, very safe on block, big frame advantage on block as well, so you can, if they block, you can follow up with one of them, got a good chance of hitting, or even just you know, straight into some pressure, like something like this, if they block. But yeah, on knockdown, I think you get, do you still get, oh no, you don't get the free, you used to be able to get a free forward 3 afterwards, but you can't anymore. So yeah, good move though, good knockdown. It's a floor break if you can end a combo with it. Like, for example, like that, you'll break the floor. But that's all I can say about that. A Torpedo Kick. Good move, I guess. It's, well, not really actually. Good damage, but it's just, it's only good if you hit them. You know, it's duckable and it leaves you with back turned. It's just not a great move in my opinion. I suppose it's good for finishing some combos with, but I don't use it. Iron Heel, good move for while rising. Good high punish, like high whiff punish. Hwoarang doesn't have a strong while rising game, but he's got some bits. You know, you've got this for forward 4-3 afterwards. Oh, you've got this also for pressure. If you hit that, pressure. Both of these moves are safe on block, by the way. There's a good thing about Hwoarang's while rising. Not great, but they are both safe on block. So yeah, if the opponent blocks, he can't punish you for it at least. So the Tsunami Kick straight into pressure. If you hit, if they block, you need to guard. Eruption to left Flamingo during sidestep. Good move. You get a full juggle on counter hit. But yeah, that's all I can say about that really. I'm going to try and hurry it up a bit because I think I'm running over time. I can only record for about an hour. Spinning trip kick. Good move. I use this quite a lot. It's good for when they're on the corner, where as they're getting up, you can sometimes hit them with that. I don't think it's safe on blocks, though you can be punished, but on counter hit, obviously you get a full combo. So yeah, just all I can say about that really. Oh yeah, back turn plasma blade. Oh no. Lands you in, right foot forward. Oh. So yeah, you can get a combo from that. What else? Disrespect. Yeah, this move here, there's a few moves that get into this. Like while rising 3+4, he'll turn his back. You can then follow that up with either a low, which gives a full combo on counter hit. It's a pain in the ass though. Like something like that. Or you can even get a launch as well, up forward 4. Oh, like that. So yeah, a lot of stuff you can do with his back turned. It's a bit dangerous obviously to turn your back, but Hwoarang does have back turned options, which is nice. This is also a high crush as well. So if you turn your back and you think they're going to go for a high jab or kick or whatever, high crush, maybe even if you're lucky you get a counter hit. Okay, motion switch, yeah, again, we don't really need to go into that, you know what that's about. Migraine, just jab jab, good 10 frame punish, well, poor 10 frame punish to be honest, but yeah, 1-1 and 1-2, pretty much Hwoarang's only 10 frame punishers. Big fists, Oh no, sorry, yeah, we're doing, right, yeah, right. So, all hit confirmed, 2-1-1 if you're in right foot forward. I honestly don't know what the frame data on that is, so I can't really tell you much about it. Good move here, hit guaranteed if you get the punch. The punch hits, the kick guaranteed, 26 damage, pretty good. Obviously it's both high if they block, so you know, watch out for that, you can be punished. Which one's this? Oh yeah, this one here. Good floor break if they're at the wall and you've got them in the air. That's all I can say about that one really. Sorry, I'm gonna rush, so I'm not gonna go into too much detail on the last few moves. This one here. I wouldn't really recommend doing this one. I'd recommend just going straight into the 4-4 without the punch, because even on counter hit with the punch you're not going to get the launch, but with the kicks on counter hit you've got your guaranteed combo there. So yeah, this really good move. I'd recommend using this with, if you can get this as a counter hit, this kick here, you can guarantee those punch and kick there, like that. Volcan into right flamingo. What one's this? Oh yeah, right. Good for pressure, but good players will always duck that high, that second one, which is a high. So sometimes what I like to do is just the one kick, and then, well, one kick and then wait to see if they go, if they just go for a wall rising punish without thinking, then yeah, you can guard. But yeah, generally I'll just do the one. I used to do this all the time, but I kept getting punished for it. So now, not so much. I'll just do the one and then wait to see what they do into something else. Okay. Volcan into right stance. Which one's this? Oh yeah, that's worth trying actually. It's still a high, but as you can see, it doesn't land you a flamingo, so you got more time to block. I don't know what the frame data is on that again, so I'm sorry, but give it a go, you know, see what you can do with it. If you hit, obviously straight into right foot forward pressure. Backlash. If you're a Hwoarang player, you know about this move. It's a power crush, it's a juggle, you know, full juggle launch. What's the best thing to do from that? I guess this probably. Yeah, something like that. 75 damage. But yeah, if you're a Hwoarang, I'll start that again. If you're a Hwoarang player, you're going to know about this move. You're going to use it a lot. It is good to use a lot. Obviously, it can be interrupted with a low, it can be ducked, it can be punished. But yeah, power crush, full combo. What more can you say really? Chainsaw kick. Again, floor break if they're at the wall, but I generally don't use it that much. I do occasionally if they're ducking a lot. You know, if I'm doing high pressure and they're ducking, sometimes I will just go straight in with that. But generally not. Oh yeah, the second hit as well knocks down. I should have mentioned that before. But yeah, that's all I can say about that. Reverse kick. Yeah, again, this kick, safe on block, but both high, so duckable. But if you get a counter hit, you get the full combo. What do you do from that? Let me think. Oh yeah, something like this. Yeah, stuff you can do, lots of stuff you can do from there. So right, I'm not sure how long I've been recording, so I think I'm going to do this video in two halves. I'm going to upload this one now and then get straight into the next one. So remember, I'm on move 80. I'll start the next video from 81, which I will do immediately after uploading this one. So by the time you've watched this, the next one should be up, in theory. So yeah, I won't really sign out now because I'm just going to go straight into another video now. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a few minutes, hopefully.